Hello, hello, my melodies. Welcome back. Today we are going to complete our countdown of all of the different Eeveelution Mini Tins. And of course, we're down into Generation 1 with the original 3. So we've got the Flareon tin, we've got Vaporeon, and we have Jolteon. So we're going to go ahead and do the tins in the order of the TCG. So, of course, fire, and then water, and then electric. So, yeah, we're going to do that. But first, we got to warm up a little bit. Since there's only 6 packs in those tins, we're going to warm up with some Silver Tempest. Still looking for a Crobat to add to my Slow King deck. So we're going to go ahead and try and find one in there. But, yeah, let's go ahead and move on over. Let's start by doing the Silver Tempest and doing the BPM zone. Battle Professor Mark, you know, the extra little flavor I like to add to our openings. We're going to roll for the different details. We're doing slot number 3 today and re-roll the category. Card number of the set will be the category, and we're looking for the highest since it is the an even. You know, in the game you roll, you get evens or odds, and evens are heads and odds are tails. I like rolling the dice much more than flipping a coin. I mean, a lot of the plastic coins are pretty straightforward. They're heads or tails. They're not going to damage too many of the cards on the board. But now there's so many people who like having the a metal hard heavy coin. There's a couple Pokemon ones that are really, really nice. And honestly, you flip that coin, if it lands on the right edge, you can damage your cards. So I'm going to roll a die. And they have the fun Pokemon Day dice with the heads or tails with actual Pikachu. So it's a Pikachu tail if it's tails, and it's a Pikachu head if it's heads. Much easier to see if it is a heads or a tails. Okay, we're doing card number of the set, which is number 121 for Pharaoh Seed for the BPM zone. Let me make sure it is visible. Okay, awesome. Okay, we got Ponyta. Oh, there we go. We got a Galarian Gallery, or a Trainer Gallery. Jinx. That was Silver Tempest back in the day. That was before we got spoiled with all of the different artworks that we get in pretty much every set in Scarlet and Violet. So pulling one of those is definitely MVP worthy. Mark's valuable Pokemon cards. We're going to put them up in that section up there. Go ahead, Jinx. Hang out, and we get the party started with Blastoise. So Blastoise is always welcoming everyone into the MVP zone. You are also an MVP, so come on out. Come party with the MVP section, the Pokemon card section. All the different people. Jinx is there right now. We'll get more additions to that MVP zone here shortly. Okay, we got Litten, we got Murkrow, which is 106, not taking over the compare card, Rotom, Esper, and a Dragonite. Now, I do play this Dragonite in my Slow King deck because 180 is pretty decent, but the energy acceleration here. So search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, and then shuffle your deck. Very useful in the Slow King deck. Gets you set up on the next cards, the next attack, because usually those Slow Kings don't last too many turns. Odds are they can get to 120 hit points to knock them out and all that other good stuff. And of course, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you live in the Indianapolis area and you want to come out to the Danger Room, yeah, come on out. I am more than happy to do a Learn to Play. You saw Nate's video recently with the Pokemon Day, training some new kids, getting some new trainers into the world. So they were excited to learn how to play. They got through the first couple phases, and then the last one they still need some practice on, but they got the basics down. That's why I love Pokemon. Pretty easy to learn. Basics are really there, and then you get into the interesting details of the actual card. Here we have another Trainer Gallery. I can speak today. Trainer Gallery. Malamar with that Rapid Strike Malamar. This was actually, I think it won a tournament, or at least made it pretty far in one of those tournaments back in Sword and Shield era. It's one of those single prizers that could do pretty good damage. Now this looks At first sight, it looks kind of miscut just a little bit. You can see there's more yellow on the left and bottom than on the top right, but it's still fun. It's going in the MVP section. That is our warm-up for today. We got Ferroseed so far winning in the compare card section. And yeah, let's get into the real reason we're all here, right? Finishing out the mini tins of the box. We have Flareon here. I'm not seeing Eevee in the Flareon artwork. Let's go ahead and look at the card and see if it is actually there. Woof! Look at that beautiful red. Oh man, that is a gorgeous coin. What a beautiful, beautiful coin. And then there is the artwork and verify. Yeah, I don't see Eevee on that tin. Okay. So we have confirmed that Eevee's not in all of the tins. That was something that we were talking about last week. And then there is, of course, all of the fun artwork. Beautiful artwork together. Once we get through all of the tins, I think I'm probably going to set up and show off all of the cards together. Maybe it'll just be the thumbnail, but there we go. Okay, we got first 2 packs. Let's get into Prismatic Evolutions opening for today. We got so many Pokeballs, so many Master Balls. I've still yet to pull any of the Secret Illustration rares, so we're going to change that today. We got Black Belt's Training. We have Badoo, which is always playable. I'm going to throw that to the side. We have Pupitar, 48, not taking over the compare card. There's Eevee, the star of the show. We got Kieran. We got Screamtail. We have another Pokeball that is Pinsir. I think I have this one. So this might be the first Pokeball to go into the trade binder. Noibat, and then a Blood Moon Ursaluna to round us out there. Okay, we are going to sleeve up the Pokeball. I think we need to collectively start trading and like getting around, because I don't think any one person's going to be able to finish the their collection on their own. Especially because the product is rough to find in stores. I know this past week the booster bundles finally came out. I haven't been to the store to try and find one. I kind of assumed that I wouldn't be able to find anything on the store shelves, so I haven't really been out to look. This is number 53. Looks like Ferroseed is still winning. Compare card. We got a Glass Trumpet, Heatran, Iron Boulder, Houndour, and a Pheasantipity. Okay, so that 10 only gave us a Pokeball. Okay, come on, Flareon. You got to do better than that, right? Okay, let's get into Vaporeon, which is definitely my original. Of the original 3, Vaporeon was my favorite. And then I think when Espeon came out, I think Espeon took over as my favorite Eeveelution. But Vaporeon still has a special place in my heart. I was always a water trainer. And look at that blue. Oof, that matches the playmat pretty well, but wow. Just a gorgeous shiny blue. Boy, the red and that blue together. Whew, okay, that's proper. Those are proper colors for Flareon and Vaporeon. And then we have Eevee's tail in the background. So Eevee is on the Vaporeon card. That is fun. Get those packs. And then, of course, more of the fun artwork. Love it. Put that 10 on that. Okay, first pack of the Vaporeon 10. Let's see if Vaporeon can do us better than the only the one Pokeball. Okay, we're starting out with Duskull. Got Houndoom. Dreepy is number 71 of the set, not taking over. We got Briar, Professor Sada's Vitality. There we go. We have a Pokeball Suicune. Trying to make sure that it's visible on the camera there. Beautiful Suicune. We have a Hippowdon and then a Monkey Dory. I do feel like we've gotten a lot of the cards of the Legendary 3 from that expansion. But, I mean, they're fun. Pheasantipity is certainly playable. I think, so there was a challenge this past weekend that I ran. And I think I saw Pheasantipity at least 2 or 3 times. And there was only like 7 people who came out to play. So the challenges don't really pull too many different people. So if you're interested in getting like into or doing an actual challenge that has points, and you have to have a deck list filled out, all of that stuff, come out to a challenge. Like find a league challenge. League challenges are a lot less stressful. We got a reverse Badoo and then an Archulodon. Okay, so that 10 also only one Pokeball. But yeah, challenges I think are the lowest or the easiest true competition of in the Pokemon world, where you can still earn points. So people are still, you're going to get competitive players for sure. Some of the other tournaments around the area, if it's a fun tournament, you might not get super competitive decks or players. Now that yellow is gorgeous as well for the Jolteon. Man, all the coins are just, they got the perfect colors. Definitely, whoever was in charge of making sure the colors work, they're doing their job. I don't see Eevee in the Jolteon artwork either. Okay. So Eevee's only in some of the sets. Come on, Mr. Pack. Didn't want to get out of 10. And ow. The glue snapped back at me. Ouch. Okay. There may be some, professionals only when opening Pokemon cards. There might be some, some workplace injuries. Apparently the tins can bite back at you. That was silly. Usually the glue just like pulls off and it's perfect, but I don't know. We got Goldeen. We got Hoot number 77. It's just not a big set, so I think Silver Tempest is going to continue to win today. We got Heatran, Explorer's Guidance. We got Pupitar. Got Execute and an Archulodon. Duraludon, Archulodon for that one. Okay, so that didn't have any pulls. Are the last 3 tins really going to be like this? At least we got some trainer galleries back there. Having some fun. I'm glad I warmed up, but no. Okay. Last pack of the mini tin display case. There is the code card. We are going to have a beautiful, beautiful pull. Are we ready for it? Okay, we got Riolu, got Friends in Paldea. Lopunny is number 84. So Ferroseed is winning the compare card category today. Got Suicune, Crispin, very playable. Bronzong, Miltank, Vaporeon, no Pokeball, no Master Ball, and we're ending on a Noivern EX. Okay, so we did get at least one pull, and I'm pretty sure I haven't pulled it yet, so that will go into the collection binder. But the last 3 tins didn't do as well as the first sets of tins last week. They can't all be winners, but yeah, there we go. Now we know the coins, of course, are beautiful. We have a couple more Badoos to add into the decks. I think I am going to put some Badoos in the in that Slowking deck, which is actually becoming more and more competitive. So I found that interesting. And then I will link up all the artwork. It'll probably be the thumbnail because the artworks are gorgeous and beautiful. And of course, I want a picture of it. I might try and frame these because it's I like the theme. Everybody on their own kind of stone and rock. It's gorgeous, however you look at it. Anyway, thank you for watching today. Thank you for commenting and sharing this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to keep singing the song in your heart. And in the end, a little music goes a long way.